Well, hey everybody, I'm John Riplin. This is my review of WoW Women of Wrestling Season 2, Episode 1. Yes, back reviewing this all-women's wrestling promotion after the first 8 episodes on AXS TV earlier this year were a roaring success. They decided to order 24 more episodes, and that's great. All the women from top to bottom, everybody working behind the scenes, has really been able to show that an all-women's wrestling promotion can work on a national stage. And yes, there's Shine, there's Shimmer, there's Stardom, there's others in Japan, there's others all over the world. It's really, really nice to see, though, just on AXS TV, you get to see an all-women's wrestling promotion succeeding at this level to show that these women with their flamboyant characters, gimmicks, whatever you want to say, and their in-ring work, they're able to show top to bottom that they can work really hard. And hopefully we get a Season 3 at some point, but that's way in the future. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? This is going to be the first episode and of what should be a pretty fun season. Now, I do want to say this. Like last season, if I'm unable to review them live, I'll review them soon after, like next week. I'm going to be closing at work, so I will have that review up Sunday morning. I will do my best to review every single episode unless, I suddenly can't, if I had to miss one, and what I will make sure to do is update you guys in the following reviews. So that's why I'm updating you guys right here. So we get recaps of the closing moments of Season 1, where you had Tessa Blanchard and you had Havoc, and the Beast and Jungle Girl get involved. Jungle Girl, big name in the WoW promotion, like really, really popular, and a veteran, like of 18-something years and stuff like that. And you can tell she really has a great ring presence. And you got Havoc there, and you got the Beast there, and you got Tessa Blanchard, the Born Legend. You could clearly tell that she has every facet of her father's ability, all of her father's great abilities, while carving her own path. If she isn't one of the biggest stars in wrestling for the next 15 years, I will be absolutely shocked. She is just absolutely that great. And there's plenty of other great women in WoW. I'm not trying to say that, but Tessa Blanchard, her name, and other names are helping elevate and say, hey, well, Tessa Blanchard's there. Let's check out these other, wrestlers. Oh, they're really good. I want to see what else they can do. It's smart marketing. So we start with David McLean in the ring, and Tessa Blanchard's there saying, "I'm the champion. Da 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 da. I don't care who I face." The Beast comes down, big, stocky, powerful woman, and then Jungle Girl, as I just mentioned, veteran of WoW. They're like laying claim to the championship, and then Tessa goes, "Lee, fine, you work this out, McLean," and then goes walk away. No, Havoc is down there, and Havoc, as beastly as she is, and Impact fans will know her as somebody that has worked, on other national platforms as well. Havoc's down there and, chases Tessa back to the ring. Tessa's like, you know what? You figured this out, McLean. You figured this out. David McLean, the founder, by the way, founder and promoter of WoW, in case you don't know, makes a match. Triple threat elimination match. Number one contenders match. Whoever wins gets to face Tessa the next week. We'll get to that here in a bit. Don't worry. We then get Jesse Jones, who the whole Kentuckian thing to make wrestling great again. The whole thing just like getting all Southern, all Southern and stereotypical, but working the crowd really, really well. She faces off against Fire, who is Kira Hogan. This is a pretty good match. It was short. None of the matches were particularly long. I think the tag match might have actually been the longest one. And none of the matches on WoW regular TV are ever really that long. I think the longest is maybe 7 minutes, but they pack a lot of action into it. So there's a fire in the ring. Probably should put that out. I kid. I have fun. Arm focus by Jones as she uses an arm lock to get the tap out and everything. That's one of her go-to moves. We get Fire coming back with some nice kicks, including a nice kick in the corner. But in the end, Jones has eventually get Fire down, taps her out, puts the Fire out, wins. And that was pretty cool stuff. And then we get Azteca having a vignette, and she's talking about, the masks that she wears as a tribute to her ancestors and this kind of stuff, but she no longer wants to be known as that. She takes the mask off. She is now Reina Reyes. She's going to Reina Supreme in WoW. I'm sorry for that, but the pun had to be said. So she is now known as the Pearl of the Philippines. Cool. You know what? I don't know if the mask is uncomfortable for her or if they wanted a gimmick change. I'm not sure. Hey, whatever. It's cool. Try new things. See what sticks. We then get, a women's tag team history, video package and everything that David McLean narrates. Includes Bo McIntyre, Mae Young, so many others. The Glamour Girls, Jumping Bomb Angels. And guess what? We were going to get that match. We were going to get that match of the Glamour Girls versus the Jumping Bomb Angels, but, well, that was going to happen at Mania 5, and it was going to be a big payday for the women. You know who screwed that up? The Fabulous Moolah. That's really about all I'm going to say. It was a fucking terrible thing because Fabulous Moolah went into business for herself to screw up the women because Moolah was no longer going to be featured on Mania. That wasn't said in the video package, but it was a nice little representation of how women's tag team wrestling has always meant something. And now we get the WOW Tag Team Series to crown new Women of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. But first, we get Sassy Massey, who's apparently Eddie Edwards' wife, Alicia. I'm not too familiar with Current Impact. I apologize if I screwed up her name. I've seen a little bit of her. She in the ring, her teaming with Eddie in particular. She is very good. She's playing a girl from Boston, Sassy Massey, taking on disciplinarian, big, stocky, powerful African American woman with a very statuesque blonde, smart blonde, by the way, I should emphasize, Samantha Smart, name pun very much intended. And the numbers game catches up because you got Smart and disciplinarian being the heels and stuff like that, and they're trying to get the numbers game on this sassy woman. And it seems like everything's going good. At one point, face for a suplex. 1-2. Sassy gets pulled up. Oh no, that always works out well for the heels when they pull up a babyface when they got him beat. Comes back to bite her in the ass. As soon after, a couple minutes after, Sassy gets a sudden flip. That's hard to say. 1, 2, 3. Runs out with the victory. Oh yay, I'm so happy I won. And then she celebrates with, I think, Chantilly Chilla. Sorry for screwing up the name. Maybe we're going to get that tag team because we get disciplinarian throwing shit around, like throwing a wet floor sign around and throwing other stuff. And Samantha Smart's like, no, you're not going to film this, closes the door. Probably get that tag match next week because we got a women's tag team showcase. Like, we get the Psycho Sisters, Razor and Fury, and with another sister there, Mesmeriah. Now, really quickly, I've been battling quite a bit of anxiety and depression the past few days. Any of you guys have been following my tweets. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not any of that. But thank you guys for reaching out for me. We all deal with stuff, and if you guys are dealing with anything, feel free to reach out to me, especially on Twitter. I will talk to you. And I tweeted out about how, like, wrestling, including watching WOW today, has really helped get me out of that, anxiety and depression. Mesmeriah went out of her way, because a lot of the women tweet about the shows that's going on, because obviously it's taped way in advance. She goes out of the way saying, glad we could help, really appreciate it, you got this, you are not alone. Really appreciate it. I doubt any of the women are going to watch this, but if any of you are watching this, thank you. Any of the rosters watching this, I will do my best to promote this product and hopefully get more eyes on it. My little way of just being a wrestling fan. But thank you very much to One Play Mesmerize. Thank you very much, and thank you to anybody for reaching out to me. Really appreciate it. So they took on Reina Reyes and Princess Aussie, who's somebody that they've been trying to push in the past few episodes. We get arm work by Princess Aussie. She's working on the arm of Razor for a bit. Not the AOP member. The sisters take over, including Fury, working, using power and everything and stuff like that. Mesmerizer does make her her feelings known, like as far as her presence known and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm stumbling over my words a bit, but she makes her presence known, gets a little bit of an advantage. The sisters still take over. Reina gets in. She cleans house, sort of. Fury then ends up holding the tights for the win, pinning Princess Aussie. So they advance in this WOW Tag Team Series, which is kind of cool. I think they're just going to put a lot of women together because apparently, I think week 12, they're going to crown new women's tag team champions. Well, we're only in week 1, so we're obviously just going to keep bringing in teams. But that's pretty interesting. I like Psycho Sisters team. And it was a good match for what it was. We then get hyped for the main event. That was cool. And then we get the Beast, Jungle Girl, and Havoc. Number 1 contenders match, 5 minutes left. That's what we had here. Tessa on commentary, brawl outside, a couple near falls. There were some good power moves, but then the Beast does live up Havoc. That was impressive. And then Hazard, who I believe is Havoc's tag team partner, probably going to get them in that tag team series pretty soon, causes a no contest in a triple threat match. And in a triple threat elimination match. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I get you got to continue the story and everything. It's just, I don't, that was like the only thing where I'm just like, okay, that's like WCW 2000's level of what the fuck. And it's nothing against the women. It's just all against the decision. But anyway, overall, it was an enjoyable show. I'll say B. I was entertained by it. B minus. I'll say B minus for that finish at the end of that event. But it was a nice way to put all of put all the women on there, get as many, get some good vignettes and everything, tell some good stories. I'm excited to see where this tag team series goes. So, bit of a long review. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. My Twitter handle is in the description. Once again, I will be back back next Sunday morning with the WoW review, as I will be working late next Saturday. But anyway, I'll see you soon.